I'd like to welcome here at the Embedded World in Nuremberg, Christian Gruber. He is Product Specialist Signal Chain EMEA at Maxim Integrated. Welcome.
Welcome.
Christian, you are focusing on authentication today. Why?
You know, authentication is a major topic in the whole world of global economy, of IoT. Example, counterfeiting is a big issue on the world, especially in medical was it in the past, where you have the problem, for example, on the glucose meter, you want to be sure that the stripe that you're using is the original one and not the fake one, so that you get correct medical data.
Right.
So in medical we're using this a long time. Now, at the moment we see that the consumer market is moving into authentication more and more. You might know the printer cartridges where, you know, the printer is checking if the cartridge is really the original one. We see that now more and more with luxury goods that's coming as well. And then the whole talking about IoT, Industrial 4.0, where we're building huge networks outside there.
It's a big topic.
It's a big topic because security is important. And authentication is one of the three big pillars within security. If you run a fab, you want to know if the sensor that talks to you is yours, and no one tries to give you wrong data to blow up the factory. So that's basically another point where it's really growing a lot. So that's really one of the cases where we focus on authentication products.
Okay, and why you are moving on to contactless authentication?
That's basically simply to expand use cases or possibilities. An example here might be access control. So the user don't want to stick something in somewhere, you want just to pass by the door and the door is opening. And that's the reason why you need contactless communication. Now at that time, if you have a long-term communication, someone can basically listen to the communication and find out the passwords you're basically sharing. Therefore you need a strong crypto on that as well. That's one of the reasons we're moving into that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and talking about security on the RF communication, aren't other solutions offering security functions as well?
There are some functions on the RF communication, RFID communication already on the market, but they're using technique like passwords and these things, where we're using strong crypto SHA-256 based machines, where we have a challenge and response communication system, stuff that's also used in the ATM machines and MPOS machines. And we're using, we call it DeepCover technology, where we store the password deeply inside the chip, which is protected against EMI listening, or some people try to listen on the power demand of the chip and getting the password out. So that's not possible at that chip. So that's one of the big benefits that we have. At the other side also the tags that we show here at the show, they have a unique number. Coming from the one-wire chips that we did in the past. So every chip has a unique number, and that allows us to bring a unique secret into every chip that we ship to customers, and that is even increasing the security of the solution. Okay.
And are your solutions already available?
Well, all of the solutions we're showing here at the show are available. So we showcase here two tags that we have with strong crypto on that. That's the Max 66240, that's a tag with 4 kilobit of SRAM, and have the SHA-256 crypto machine on board, together with the DeepCover to protect the password. Then we showcase here the Max 66242. This is the same tag, just with energy harvesting. So that means that the customer can do a tag with it and have an addition part on the PCB, and basically the tag is harvesting energy out of the field and supply to the external chip. So you basically can run your whole system with energy from the field. Now the communication goes via I2C, and we have a I2C master. That's also a unique feature that we have, and with the master allows you to directly communicate with the sensor that you have on the tag. And we basically showcase this also at the EV kit that we have. And the third part we have is a 66300. This is a complete reader chip that we do for the other side of the communication. It basically handles the whole ISO 15693 communication protocol. It handles the key exchange. It can store up to 4 passwords inside. And now the customer has basically a pretty easy solution of building up a complete communication via RFID that is secure.
Broad portfolio. Well, thank you, Christian, for this interview and for the insights in your company portfolio.
Thank you very much.